Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Paranormal Ripples. I am Ray, and I am joined once again by Shay.
Hello, hello, hello.
And this is the Alternate Reality Archives, episode 15, would you believe? This is one of the less shows that ain't seen much love, but it is an important part of my channel as well. And we're going to be delving into a topic that if you've seen last night's live, you'll know all about, because we talked about it at the end of the live stream, didn't we, Shade? This topic,
Yup.
and as you can see by the title as well, it's map changes that feel off to us. So feel free to hit that like button, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Hit that notification bell as well, so because you don't want to miss anything that I put out. And unless you're depressed, then I'll try and help you with that as well. But yeah, going on to the video and the live, which is the topic for tonight. We left off with some interesting discoveries that I saw on like Google Maps that I couldn't place my hand on, them being where they were or are in relation to what I remember. So, mainly Japan, Cyprus, Hawaii, all that good stuff. So let me know if there's any in the chat, if you're watching live or in catch up, and you want to put in the comments and that. Let me know if there's any that you don't remember, or there's any that you remember. Like when you're, and let's crack on. And welcome back, Cockney. Cockney's back, Shay.
Hello, 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 hello.
And yeah, so first things first. I'll delve into why this could be like related to a person or people of interest. CERN. Has everyone heard of CERN?
No,
You don't know CERN?
no.
That CERN are basically in Geneva, and they're nowhere in the Hadron Collider. Is that they found a Higgs boson gold particle years ago.
Roughly.
Right. That is where that happened, and they turn it on every so often to try and sort of do shit. But from there, apparently, something went wrong in end of 2012. This is where they say the Mandela effect kind of originated from. Something went wrong around then. They pulled in a like alternate or parallel universe or alternate Earth, and we all collided, and then we broke up with different memories.
I see.
Yes. Like, it's crazy. Basically, hang on. CERN is basically, hang on. I'm sharing my screen, everyone, with you now. Here we go. There's CERN, Shay, right here. Right near the airport of Geneva. All that. But, look, see? Look. But, this place is kind of, weird in the fact that people remember CERN spanning over multiple countries, but it don't. It just spans over certain radius. Look, Switzerland, France, and that. But people remember it spanning multiple countries, and it's bigger. And the thing of the matter is, it is going to get bigger in the next few years, which is funny enough. So, remember if anyone's got any other thing. But yeah, look. So yeah, it's right there.
And of course, it's in Europe.
Yes. But so basically, this is where the rumors of CERN messing with stuff. It originated for ages and that, and yeah. So 2012 happened, and then it was just like one big thing, and yeah, this. So getting back on topic, why does this have to do with like map changes? Well, if that happened and something did happen, and and the Mandela effect happened, and stuff like changed, and that, then them bringing in another universe, like where say Cyprus is in Turkey, it would change on our Earth, you know. So there's stuff here that like there's countries here that I'm looking at now, and I'm like, I don't remember it like that. Obviously, you'll know. Like I said, leave in the comments if you've got any countries or and you don't remember being the same. Like people remember New Zealand. This is the one. You know, old little New Zealand here. People remember it where Papua New Guinea is.
I always thought it was below Australia.
It's there.
Damn.
But people remember it up here.
I remember it being below. It kind of looks like a boot, like an upside down boot.
Yeah. It looks like Italy if it was just like a yeah. But yeah, so yeah,
If they spoke English.
But basically, yeah, that's people remember New Zealand being up here. Obviously, other stuff's happened, like and more, and the Maldives. Look, Maldives. I don't even remember there. Maldives. I remember closer to Madagascar. Like we're there. There's the Seychelles. I remember the Maldives around about here. But look, it's close to India and Sri Lanka. But I remember Maldives around here. Obviously, if there's any, like I said, if there's any countries or something that you remember something, let me know in chat or in the comments on the catch up. But yeah, the Maldives is one because I remember that closer to the Seychelles. Cyprus is the one that got me last night, everyone. Cyprus, I always remember this island here being over here towards Greece. Like about there. So what do you think could be happening, Shay?
Magic.
No, seriously, what do you think it could be? Like a CERN or?
I mean, think you mentioned this last night. What was his name? Was it Polo?
What's that?
His name wasn't his name like Marco Polo or something? The explorer man from the 11th century. I think it was the 11th century.
Oh, Plato.
Plato, that's the one.
The Greek one, the playwright, yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking of someone completely different. You said he went past like Cyprus, then Italy, and all of that. So something must have happened.
Oh yeah, obviously something's happened because I said about Plato. Right, hello everyone who's just tuning in. Yeah, Cyprus. Like I said, I remember like when you were on there, it was there, and a lot of people remember that and that as well. And The very most one that really gets me, and I don't know about everyone here, right? Everyone who's watching, like I said, don't forget that like button. Japan. Japan, for the life of me, I remember being this way. It was like that. That bit of Russia wasn't there, which is close to the fucking Japanese fucking water. South Korea, I don't remember being that close to Japan, and I don't remember China being that close to Japan. Yeah, and I know people are going to say, yeah, that's not close, like I said last night. But it's still close enough that you could use a boat or something.
I mean, you could still see it from mainland.
Yeah, from Nagasaki. You could see Shanghai, I presume, on a clear day.
It's like us with France.
Hmm.
We can still see France from Dover.
Yeah. So what? So yeah, Japan. I remember, like, if anyone agrees or disagrees, let me know in the chat if you're watching or in the comments. But Japan, I remember being from like there all the way to about there. I don't remember it being like this. I don't remember that at all. That that part of Russia, I don't even remember that part of Russia being like that. You know?
Yeah, then there's the Russia and Alaska Strait.
Yeah. This one also got me, everyone, with Russia as well. Shay said, this is what, But yeah, this island here, everyone. And why that Cockney? Why? But yeah, this part, I don't remember ever being here. But obviously, it's got to be there because, look, the Diomede Islands. I don't remember any of this. Because if you think about it, look, St. Lawrence Island is there. Obviously, I remember that. But there's stuff. Look, St. Matthew Island. Some of these islands I don't even remember fucking appearing. Look, St. Paul Island, St. George Island. Who remembers the St. George Island from school? I don't. Then you got Attu Station in the near islands. Look, Attu. Look. I don't remember any of these islands, Shay. Look, Rat Island. Now you know what I mean, though.
Yeah, they make no sense.
No.
Where did they come from?
Obviously, they say, yeah, this is where the thing is, where they used to walk from Alaska, look, to Russia, yeah, years ago, you know, the Bering Strait, you know. But even then, I remember the Bering Strait always became referred to as this part up here.
Yeah.
Not down here. Am I wrong? Let me know, guys, because this is mind blowing to me, because I remember that being the Bering Strait, because the Bering Sea's there, look. This is where it starts. Look, see, Bering Strait, look. But apparently, this is also known as the Bering Strait. Like, what the fuck?
I mean, the quote unquote Bering Strait isn't very straight, is it? It's a bit bent.
Yeah. But that's what they are. That's what I don't get. When it was referred to as Bering Strait, it was because it was just like, not because it was a straight line, but because it was between Russia and Alaska. That's between Russia and Alaska, yeah. But that was always referred to for me as a Bering Strait, that bit, not this bit. But you look. This has changed. It's not, oh, well, No, I don't think it's like a Y. Everyone, a Y. Is that in the right position for you? A Y, I remember being about, hang on, here. More close to the Mexican fucking line. Let me know what you guys think in the chat. Come on. Don't get engaged. Don't let Cockney be the only one. But yeah. Like, look, Maldives, like I was saying, Maldives, I remember there. Not there. And I don't remember the Maldives going like that way. The Maldives, I don't even remember going that way. I remember the Maldives being there, but going like that way.
Hmm.
Like that. Not like that. It was like that. Like this will tell you. Who remembers this?
The fuck is that?
This is India. Look at it. It's like Russia to Alaska. You can actually travel now on a low tide from Sri Lanka all the way to India. I
think
don't
that was-
remember that.
Wasn't that on a Top Gear episode or
Hmm.
something like that?
Welcome in, Cam. But yeah, I don't ever remember being able. There are people saying, "Oh, we could walk from Sri Lanka to India."
I definitely wouldn't.
What's that, mate?
I definitely wouldn't walk there.
No, but I don't remember people. Hello, everyone who's just tuning in. Please come in and say hi and interact and all that. But yeah, I don't fucking remember walking. People saying that they could walk from India to Sri Lanka. Especially at low tide. But look, look at it. Look. What the fuck is going on? But yeah, some of these countries don't look the same to me. Like, I'll give you an example of a thing that which kind of blew my mind. When did Romania have that big a landmass?
Last I remember, my Romania was fucking tiny.
There you go, Shay. Cam's confirmed what you said. Look,
So, fucking knew they did.
yeah, the stars have moved as well, but we'll talk about it on the Sequels of the Stars thing. But yeah, Romania, I don't remember this big a landmass. I remember Hungary being a bit more in there, like, you know, in like that.
Yeah.
When did Romania start getting a bigger landmass? Even Moldova's got a bigger landmass. And yet that's supposed to be a tiny country. That was a tiny country, if you remember. Because everyone used to say, especially when, oh, you got them minnows there, like when we've been playing football against them. They've only got a small country. That looks bigger. Fair play, Cam. But yeah. So what countries are surprising you at the minute, everyone? Let me know. But yeah, Romania, I don't remember being that big.
Last I checked, Romania was like the size of fucking London. Not literally the size of
Yeah.
London, but last I remember, it was bloody tiny.
Well, apparently not. Look at the size of it. Yep, that was small. It was. So what's going on? It has. It has, Cam. That's what I'm saying. Hungary. I remember you going Hungary and that being about here. There's a bit extra to you. But apparently not now. Romania's apparently grown. Look. This is what I don't get. What is going on in the world? It's got to be CERN. Something's got to happen at CERN because this ain't our world. That is not the fucking, you know. Hell, I'm not rude. Moldova has even got more land now. Moldova. And yeah, if you think about it, Moldova was compared to about the size of Andorra. You best pull them out, Cam, because if it has changed and that, they might be like this now. Another Mandela effect. Hell, I'm not even rude. Here's another one that'll blow your mind. Because we know Germany and World War II, so we should all know. Right? We know that they wanted to invade Poland, didn't we?
Yes.
When did Poland have that much land?
They don't.
So they do. Look how big it is. And yeah, I remember Germany coming to about there, and Poland being like about the size of Belarus. Poland's got bigger. Belarus has got bigger. This to me is mind blowing.
Next, you know, if fucking England gets bigger, it'll be a 3-hour train ride to London instead of a 30-minute. I swear, if this is real, like if this is the case, and everywhere but England got bigger, I'm gonna fight someone.
Well, we can't get any bigger, but look. When we go back to Hungary, all right. There you go. Because Cam wants me to look back at Hungary. Either the Hungarians have given up land or something's happened in the but I don't think the Hungarians gave up land because I don't remember Hungary being that small. Hell, look at Austria. Something's weird here. That's what I'm thinking, Cockney. It's got to be CERN. Do you ever? Right, here's a question for you, Cockney, because you know, are you from the dimension where CERN was a lot bigger than it is now, or are you from this one where it's smaller? Look, I'm not in the temple. Hang on, sorry, hang on, everyone. Discord just gone off. Yeah, that's fine, bro. I just saw it. So, it sounds weird here, innit? Yeah, that's fine, Cam. But yeah, sounds weird here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hello, everyone who's just tuning in. Come in and chat and discuss this with us. Right. Now, we all know Australia, don't we, everyone? Western Australia, I don't remember being that big. Yeah, it did, didn't it, Shay? I read something about that, I think. An article and more ice sheets.
I believe so.
Arctic ice sheets. Um. Yeah, like 5 days ago. Look, here you go. Yeah, 5 days ago, Antarctica gains ice. For first time in decades, reversing trend of mass loss. And in February, Greenland ice sheet is cracking quicker than scientists would think. But hello, everyone who's just tuning in again. Come in and chat. You're going to be witnessing an interesting discussion here tonight because this is it, like mind-boggling to me and everyone here. Right, Australia. Like I said, I remember being a bit more. Western Australia wasn't that big. But the white wheel kicker one that I found, which was really surprising for me. Right, you ready for this, Shay?
Yes.
Yes, I did. Cockney. When did Mongolia have that big of mass?
I don't know.
Because I don't remember Mongolia. Exactly, Cam. That's what I'm just looking at. Mongolia wasn't that big. It was about half. It was about like it got to come from there to there was Mongolians. Yeah, Mongolia was like. This is what I mean. This is mind blowing to me. And it's connected with me when I was saying about Japan. Remember, everyone, if you're enjoying this, hit that like button, please. But yeah, and subscribe if you haven't already. But yeah, Japan. Like I said, Japan, I remember coming from this way all the way down. It never had this curve. This Russian island wasn't here, which was close to it. And no way was it close to South Korea like this. Because you always got told at school, right, with Japan, when it was like that, it's quite a way away from the South Korean coastline. Obviously not. They could send a shipment of sushi over to Korea and have it back in time for tea. I don't remember any of this. I'll go back to Mongolia a minute, because you can. And then in Inner Mongolia. But that's in China. Hello, everyone. Come in and chat. Come in and join this interesting topic tonight. And hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. But yeah, I don't remember Mongolia being this big. It's weird. This is weird to me. It's like this area. Gibraltar. The Strait of Gibraltar. Look at the Strait of Gibraltar. You could be ready standing here in Bellioneck or Bellionech and that, and you can see your mate over here now. Instead of a firework or something. That used to be way, way bigger. Like that used to be down here. And yeah, I know people are going to say it could be down to earthquake and tectonic plate movements and everything, but honestly, yeah, that might be that causing that. But what's caused countries to gain landmass, eh? Hello, everyone. Like I said, why I remember being closer there. Look, about there. Not there. Hell, here's one for everyone. You know, South America. Right? Where are we? Where are they? There they are. There we are. Where are we? There. When was Trinidad and Tobago so close to Venezuela? Oof. I don't remember Trinidad and Tobago being this close to Venezuela. I remember Trinidad and Tobago being up here. Like, that's, yeah, nuts. It could be, but there again, the plates are moving would affect, would only affect places up here. If there's an earthquake, you know. Look, no offense, everyone. There you go. There's an IF base on here, on this Ascension Island, and an old NASA site. But who remembers Ascension Island from NASA texts? I don't remember NASA ever talking about something on Ascension Island. Do you, Shay?
Nope.
Ascension Island is a bit of a mystery, but look, yeah, there you go. An old NASA site apparently in Ascension Island. This was captured in 2023. By the way, in Ascension Island. Yeah, the Maldives, as like I was saying, before you joined Cam in the chat. What did I say about the Maldives, Shay? Remember? It's not where I remember it.
Yeah.
It was like that way, that way, and it was closer to the seashells. Like Bahrain. Yeah, we'll go and look at Bahrain. Yeah, Bahrain's grown. Like, hello everyone, come in and say hello and hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Some of these have got me mind blown. It's like Israel. We were talking about it last night. Yeah, there was always like a little thing between Israel and Egypt, right? But look how short the Nile is now. Oh, you can basically cross it. Look, and get into Israel. And yet there's always a thing that it was like that. Look, that kind of gap. You can really go up here and cross into Israel. It's weird. Basically, look, you can cross into there, into the North Sinai, and then go up into Israel. And yeah, I remember that being a bit more that way. And I'll give you another one, everyone. But these, if you, like I said, if you think of one, let me know in the chat or in the comments after the video. Right, Isles of Scilly. Right, we know
What
where
bloody hell's that?
Off Cornwall.
Oh.
Isles of Scilly, right? I don't remember ever being out there. Isles of Scilly, I remember being about there. Or the Scilly Isles, if you want to be thing. But I remember being a bit further. Might be able to. Hell, I'm not in his head full. Right, let's look at this then. Is this it, Cam? Yeah, Nevada. I don't remember stuff like this ever popping up. You see this, Shay?
The fuck is that?
What Cam just pointed out in chat. It's like it looks like a pentagram. Looks like a pentagram mixed with the Star of David from the Israel flag.
Yeah.
Like stuff like there's weird shit popping up like everywhere. Like ages ago, I talked about a thing in Israel in Nevada. I mean, over this way down here, and that, and it's like, but you know what I mean? It's like weird. Hell, right? I'll give you another example here, which will make you weird about Russia. Andrew Islands. Andrew Islands. When did Andrew Islands have, or these islands feature be a part of Russia? I don't remember the Russians ever having islands much. Let alone a big group like that. Look. I remember that one, obviously, from the thing textbooks. Them ones I don't remember. So what's an explanation then, everyone? Is it CERN? Hell, look at Singapore. And Malaysia. In correlation to Indonesia. Look at the gap. Look. Yeah, I have. Hello, everyone. Hit that like button if you're enjoying this. And subscribe if you haven't already. Here's a weird place. So is the Island of the Dolls in Panama. What? Right, now I'll give you something weirder, everyone. Because I remember talking about it way months ago. And if you ain't seen the video, I'd recommend it. Off the coast there, around here, I'm not going to I'll let you go and watch the video. But around here, of Costa Rica, Cuba, Costa Rica, all that area, right? You won't believe what's under the water. Yeah, you won't believe what's under the water there. It's a pyramid. Yes, a pyramid like Egypt. But yeah,
What's one of them doing down there?
there. That's what I want to know. Something's going on in the world, and it is confusing. Why is there a pyramid there? Right? Why does everyone have a fascination with pyramids? Have you seen, like, I saw it offline because I got up the article. But there's an article out for everyone. Now, if you go and look at it, I'd recommend you go and look at. And it's about what these famous monuments around the world would have looked like if other planners got their permission. Would you know that the Lincoln Monument in Washington would have been a pyramid? Nelson's Column would have been a pyramid. What is it with pyramids?
I don't know.
They say they holds a key, like, because that's why the Egyptians loved them so much. And then the Aztecs and Mesopotamia, I should say, like worshipped and done fucking pyramids. The Mayans done pyramids. You know, with like, you know, defense systems. It could possibly be Cockney. But yeah, I recommend going and watch all that. But then let's go back to this country, about countries for a minute, everyone. Look. No. Well, so yeah, who remembers Japan being closer that way? And he's not there now. Who doesn't remember this Russian island? Because I don't. Um, yeah. And that's it, Cam. I just sent it to me on Discord. Yep. I'll get an image now, everyone. But yeah, that is what I was talking about. Yes. Here you go, everyone. Here's the pyramid. No, I'm talking about. Look. What is that doing in Costa Rica, everyone? In this Pacific area of Costa Rica. But yeah. Trinidad and Tobago. I don't remember being down here, everyone. And I remember that being around here. Up here somewhere. Guadalupe, I remember being down, like, not up there, as far up as that. Let me know what everyone's thoughts are in the chat if you're watching live. I need that like button. But yeah. What the hell is going on in the world? Mongolia. Mongolia, I don't remember being that big. L. The Diomede Islands, I don't remember ever appearing there. Don't remember this being called the Bering Strait. I remember that part being called the Bering Strait. Don't ever remember islands called St. Paul and St. George Island. Were they named after the Beatles? Probably. They're going to piss everyone, by the way. Yeah. Hawaii, I remember being like over here. Like, and the biggest surprise, everyone, that we've found so far, Romania somehow shrunk the size of Hungary. My head is cooked. CERN has, I swear CERN has done something to this world. Like I said, if you agree with me, leave it in the chat or in the comments if you're watching on Catch Up. Yeah. You got anything else to say, Shay?
The Egyptian desert seems to have shrunk.
Yeah. I didn't even take that into consideration. Yeah.
It looks a lot smaller than it used to.
It does. And who remembers that? South Sudan. I don't remember South Sudan.
I thought that was the one with the funny name we're not allowed to say on YouTube.
No, that's there.
I swear that was where South Sudan is, though.
It is, but I don't remember that being never called South Sudan. I remember Sudan just being one complete country.
Yeah. What bloody South Sudan? What, so is there an East Sudan, West Sudan, and North Sudan?
No, just Sudan and South Sudan.
That's a bit stinky.
But then you have Western Sahara over here, the country. Yeah, I know World Cup qualifiers can, but I literally don't remember South Sudan. Like, hell. I remember Sudan as being one complete country. Like, no, is there no country that kind of confused me around here? Hello everyone. But yeah, South Sudan, I don't remember ever being a place. I remember Sudan. Like I said, Cyprus, I remember being over here under Greece somewhere. I don't remember Cyprus being under, 2011. We would have heard about that though. That would have been worldwide news. See what I mean?
Oh, what about the collider thing?
No, what Cam just put, look. Because BBC News, we know BBC would have loved to talk about that, regardless.
Unless it was kept on the low, like the hush hush.
Yeah, I'll search up after the live. This is find my brain where so many countries were, or what so many countries are doing. Like I said, Cyprus was there. I know that for sure. Right, let me know everyone what you guys think. If anyone as well does it in that like button and come and be part of this community. I'd love to have you aboard. Yeah, I know. I remember BBC saying that Cockney, but this is just mind blowing. Why? I'm not being respectful. Done that. I'll give you a country that kind of surprised me with its size.
Whoa, that's what she said.
Taken. Right. Where are we? Here you go. This will give you this will confuse you, everyone. I think Hong Kong, Macau. Right. We know that they're Chinese, like districts. I'm only like that because I'm not saying in a bad way against China, but Hong Kong and Macau, they were islands down here for the which I remember. I don't remember them being connected to mainland China. Are you sure he's not just XL the toy fucking messing up the timeline? I'm joking.
No,
No, honestly.
no. What do you mean? It was Altair ibn Lahad.
Bit of Assassin's Creed references there, everyone. But yeah, honestly, Macau, Hong Kong. I remember them being islands down here. I don't remember being connected to fucking China. I know they're part of China.
Are you sure that actually wasn't Xiao Jun, that one Chinese assassin from Assassin's Creed Embers,
No,
who
there.
gave Ezio a heart attack? Oh, God.
Yeah. No, but honestly, them two, I remember being islands on their own down here. I don't remember them ever being connected. Look. Look. Yeah, even the time moving, yeah. But Macau and Hong Kong, I remember being separate islands in the sea. Like Taiwan. I don't remember being connected to bloody China. No offense to any Chinese viewers. This is weird. It's weirder than if you get fish and chips from fucking McDonald's.
Technically, you can.
Yeah, fillet of fish.
Yeah, just ask her to take everything off but the fish and the chips.
Yes, I did, Cockney. Right. Now, here's a question for you, everyone. The Bermuda Triangle. We know it's all out there, obviously. No. But why doesn't that look like a triangle anymore? Literally, CERN have got a lot to answer for. You need to do your research, everyone, on CERN. I'm telling you now. And then when I come back on a live, we'll talk about CERN more. But CERN in Geneva, right? Where are they? I'm not. There's the airport. There they are. And don't want to. There they are, CERN. Yeah. So yeah, this company has got a lot to answer for. There is. But you want to know the dodgy thing about CERN, everyone? That that I even mentioned on a previous episode of when I was talking about Mandela effects. And I'll put my screen so you don't, so I can show you in a second. CERN, CERN have this right outside Shiva. And you might be asking, why is Shiva? Why are we pointing out on Shiva? Well, if you know, you don't know. Shiva is the Hindu god, right? Or is an Hindu god, also known as the destroyer. So why have they put the destroyer god of Hinduism outside CERN? Yes, I remember Bobby Coltrane dying. I remember a lot of people dying and they reappeared. That's a Mandela effect, everyone as well. But yeah, this organization have got a lot to answer for. Right, I'll close that map now. Yeah, I know, Cam. But yeah, why would CERN have the Hindu god of, also known as the Destroyer, outside of their building? Seems a bit funny, doesn't it? What are you thinking, Shay?
Not too sure, to be honest. I mean, there has to be something bigger.
There has to be. Why would they have that god outside? Like what we call train, and you gave an example there, Cockney. I'll Asia one, and I'll give you one, right? I remember 1997 question mark. I think before, or I think it was just before Diana went. Where there's Diana, right? The Queen Mother died. I know I was 3 years old, but I remember the Queen Mother died a few months before Diana. But then look what happened. She died in 2001. Two. Don't know that. Oh. So, whatever CERN are doing, right, is messing with us. Like, you know. Oh, Cam, that's a good point there, mate. I'll give you a time gear without CERN. Because I think I told you off air like a few months back. When that thing happened last year, that lunar eclipse thing in America, or the way it was lunar or solar eclipse. One of them. Someone will correct me. I'm sorry, everyone. When that went over America, NASA wanted to do tests on it to see about black matter and everything. Guess who else wanted to power up during that event? CERN. Why did CERN want to power up during a fucking eclipse? And everyone was questioning the fuck out of it, and they come out with some bullshit media excuse saying, "Oh, it's not gonna, it's nothing. We just wanted to run some test jargon." Fuck off! Did you want to fucking use that as a media excuse? Somebody going to the doctors and saying, "Oh, I don't really need your doc. Yeah, I'm well, but yeah, I'm not really unwell, really." CERN are fucking with us on an emotional level as well. Because, like I just showed you about the countries, everyone will see. And if you have got any countries, let me know in the chat or in the comment below if you remember them differently or whatever. If you remember, but if you remember actors dying and everything, I've done a Mandela Effect video about them. But yeah, it's weird. Don't want to bring God's devils up to stuff, but funny how they have a statue of the God Destroyer or something, you said. And the last person to meet one of the purest popes was J.D. Vance. This is what I'm trying to say. Something is going on. He is seen as a thing, an evil guy. It is funny. But yeah. Why is that outside CERN? Why is shit going on? And if you notice also, few last year or whatever, those doors were unlocked in the Vatican. Those doors, and that tiled screen was the media tried to cover up. But yeah, CERN. I don't know you're digging on them, everyone. Do your digging on CERN, because they have fucked up royally, yeah. Because and I'll give you another example of CERN. Exactly. Here we go. This is what I'm going to tell you about CERN. Right. I said to you, everyone, they're planning on making a large Hadron Collider, and that it has actually been in a previous dimension. People remember it, right? There you go. So that's what the current one is. So that's the one people remember, but that's actually what's going to get built. People from the old dimension remember, because I remember it being massive and spanning countries, right? Like that. But no, that's what it is at the minute. But that's what people remember, and yet this is what we're apparently. But CERN's apparently wanting to build $22 billion. Now tell me, why would CERN want a circular collider like that? Why would they want one that big? Okay, I'll let you have another guess. Well, okay. Why do you think they would want a circular collider that big?
Well, if it would move at the speed usually required for something that large, then that would have enough power to basically do a factory reset.
Mm. Yeah, I heard that Cockney. And have I heard about the damn? Yes, that's in China, isn't it? Yeah. But yeah, why would that Cerno want to collide that big? Everyone in the chat now. This is the size of it now. Down here, spanning a couple of countries. This is what people remember them. They're spanning a larger amount of countries, right? But it's not been built here yet. $22 billion, but and it's going to be going ahead. But this was apparently what it was. And why would, like I said, like Shay just said in his thing about Tree of Light and everything. Even then, why? Yeah, more power, correct. But could it be more things to try and shift and fuck up timelines? Could a bigger one like that make us have time travel instead of motion? Yeah, $22 billion it's going to cost to do it like that. But I can't understand why you'd want it that big. Unless you really want to fuck up some time distortion and do some, disruption on a big scale, So that is too big. I think we did. But looking at the size of that new collider Cockney, we could be going through fucking more than a black hole. Anyway, I'm going to leave this pie here, everyone. Before I do, I'm going to let Shay sign off with shameless plug-in. Because yeah, we were going to leave it, and I already know the reason, Cam. We can say off air. We can talk about it more off air in Discord. But yeah, go on in, Shay.
So we got Metal Panzer X, which focuses more on War Thunder and enlisted gameplay. I really need to do something on that. And then there is Eagle Vision Gaming, which ironically will be starting with Assassin's Creed gameplay. It's either going to be Assassin's Creed Valhalla first or Assassin's Creed Origins first. I don't know. I might do a poll on YouTube. So yeah.
Wherever he is, you'll be sure to catch him. His links are in my description, everyone. So just click on them and go into the archive if you haven't already. Big love to everyone. Big love to Shay for coming on.
No, it's a fucking honor to be here, bro.
Big love to Cockney in the chat for turning up, and big respect, dude. Yeah, but big love to everyone. Remember, Dole, CERN, look them up. Do your do your research, because something dodgy is going on worldwide with them. And but the next thing that we might do, we might go through another black hole, and we could find out that someone who should be long dead is still alive. Like, and that would be a disaster. So just keep an eye out, everyone. Make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Otherwise, a ghost is going to come and go. Subscribe to Paranormal Ripples in your sleep, and you don't want that. So like, turn notification bell on, all that good jargon, and I'll see you all later. Take care, everyone, and bye bye.